Weariness is setting in, you chuckle to yourself. What an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall helped you find a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Harkin or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke highly of. It's working. Let's go introduce ourselves to the prince. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Awesome music. Guards blanket the building, including sharp-eyed vows. Who must be working for Ludin. The woman in red eventually waves you over to stand nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin.
Yes, you're Wagner. I don't remember you.
Not exactly. I've known Wagner for a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Loon looks up at you for the first time. The woman doesn't react.
Why?
I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance.
Oh, a tax collector.
Fine company. What do you want? Obviously, he is a rich little shit. So, yeah. Habit of recording history. I hope to learn more about you just to introduce myself. Though, to be fair, he probably has a bunch of guys who are like, yo, we should be allies. Be my ally. You know, let's not be. Let's just introduce ourselves. Say hi. Yeah, we're going to be like, I'm just here to introduce. Well, you've done that. Fuck off. And we're going to be like, well, what a dick. I have a habit of recording history. This seems like the kind of guy who's like, oh, yes, very important. Hope to learn more about you. Let's go with that one. A story. Don't you already know? Your king and mine both practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner come to our capital in Achbayang. And now we go to the Val's capital in Grofheim. To cement this grand alliance for the next stage of Minval. You, can't help but notice, you sound a little bit unconvinced. There's no need for it. It's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Let's go talk to him now. Arrive in there. You find Harkin in the meat house surrounded by the other Val. Strand is no stranger to the Val, but rarely sees many. Harkin waves you over. Went straight for the flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What's it this time? Well, I got here, the Great Hall was already a few bodies. So we added a few more. Humans. I guess I've only lived as long as a yolk's fart. I might be desperate enough to make something of myself, too. Not too late to start trying, Harkin. Harkin lets you slip a low journal. Any Val could recount his deeds, known as he for cutting a swath through the dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War. But regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Jochheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing. You step back to cool air outside. When do I get to upgrade my cars? Go to Great Hall. At dawn, you're woken by the delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. Governor Crested Dorns, the livery supply, yada yada. Oh, there, just as promised. You mind surprised? You wonder if it has anything to do with that. What's going around? Guards take treasure waiting down the gate. Vognir is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groveling and disabled. Is Cormac recall correctly? And he asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow along the other small doors. It's good enough for the entire city. Town guards leave until to push the open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expects you to draw a crowd. There's nothing to the sword. Just frustrated, tired people. Summarizes Stranwell as a whole, you think? Traveling across the country, yo. Nervin stops day. A gift, says Monga, crashing down open meat taps. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass, and meat pass through the camp. Toast to Volknir. You raise your drinks, toasting the alliance between man and Var. And the others join in. An expression is like a stone wall. But the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Vognir. Chat with Vognir. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks, Mogr. Thought the damn governor would never shut up. Give you a history of his entire fucking family. He tried. When he asked me to clean up his mess for your benefit, it turns out. I have a job for you too. God, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of which, what happens after the business with Ludin? Hopefully, the boys go back to Abion on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. Don't like the life of a diplomat? Don't you miss the fight, Tubin? You down your meat and sever plying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this, I'm pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you've done! Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Var. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. He's right though, I want another fight! You rise groggily, campsite casualty of merriment. Mogir is already kicking warriors awake on the spot when Ludin socks up in direction. He sidesteps over his sleeping buddies. Better wake up. You nudge Vognir. You're needed. Come on, give me another fight! Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn. See the hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Jofheim. Ah, only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. You wanna get a map? World map! Click and drag around the map to look around. Portrait icon is where you can caravans in the hole. You can add blah 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 XX screen. Strand. Hope. Right foot. Move around. Okay. Torn Hangman, we're going to Jotunheim. Wow, this is pretty big. Again. We can go to all these places. That's awesome. Jotunheim, if I'm correct, is probably in the north somewhere. Ah, Jotunheim. The last home of the Var, seat of power founded by the second Val king. Though the Val has moved around a lot, most consider Jotunheim to be their capital. The deeds of the Val are honored there, and the warriors that worth are buried at the foot of the two spears, said to become part of the Val's march itself. Two spears. Okay. So we gotta figure out where we're going. On the X. Loading. We head north and east and past the forts. I'm far from the strand. It's going to be a long march. Should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take ships to Skrymirstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It is covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. Could have shown you the wonders of Skrymirstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredging glaciers. You like glaciers? Loon exhales through the nose. Poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent. Flaps as he goes inside, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the ant hill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. It's been a few days with that boy, old friend. We're looking at a tall cliff to hop off to. Luden's got a shorter wick than Harkin. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another day to Veril if we're lucky.